All right, welcome back, YouTubers from the future. Well, for you, it's not the future. For you, it's actually right now while you're watching. For me, it's you in the future that I'm talking to because I'm playing now, but this recording is going to be online later. So you know what I mean. Where we left off, we just got a bunch of lore dumped on us for like 30 minutes straight, talking to Elizabeth Sobek's clone, figuring out that she doesn't think we have any chance of ever getting Hephaestus up and running, and we're all doomed to die. And then we came and we killed Tallneck to then resurrect Tallneck. So don't feel too bad about it. I felt a little bad about it. It kind of gave me a little pain in the heart when he crumpled to the ground, like a big massive junk. But then we saved him, so I felt a little bit better. And now we're just running through the desert. Why not? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having a good time out there playing whatever games you're playing. Let me know what games you're playing. I'm kind of interested to know what's out there to check out because, excuse me. To be honest with you, I haven't really been keeping up on the gaming stuff lately. I know that the new Zelda comes out in like 2 weeks. I don't really have a Switch anymore, so that really doesn't matter much to me. I do plan to get it and play it eventually, but I'm not in a place right now where I can really justify buying a Switch just to play one game like I did the original time I bought a Switch just to play one game, which was Breath of the Wild. So, long story short, I'm in Las Vegas. Long story short, I probably will not be playing the Tears of the Kingdom on my channel. At least not anytime soon. Why is all that sand kicking up? What's happening? Is that effect supposed to be? Sand like blowing in the wind? Because it looks kind of weird. That's not what it looks like. It looks like a Aurora Borealis on the ground. Why did it get so dark all of a sudden? Holy shit. Went from day cycle to night cycle like instantly. With no time in between. Good lord, by the way, sorry. If you're watching this on YouTube, I was explaining earlier in the stream that my throat is just not really feeling great currently. I'm not sure why. I just set myself on fire. Oh well, what are you gonna do?
Gaia said this is where I'd find
Poseidon. Ruins out here are exposed to the elements.
A lot of them are buried in the sand. So maybe Poseidon is underground.
Well, Pig, you've outsmarted me.
Able to find a way down through one of these structures.
There we go. Hey, come back here. Is that the gun? I want pig meat. I want some pork rinds. There we go. Oh, that was not worth it. I'm about to get killed. Pork rinds! Go! All for pork rinds. Find the signal. Get out of here. Save yourself. Do you see the chaos that's happening right now? It says Pwn D Sports needs you. What the hell? What are you talking about? Crazy. Oh, there we go. Pwn D Sports. Okay, what did you say? Bull! Bull! I think she's the strongest person in the world. This could be really difficult. Oh, I got 2 wristwatches. Nice. Feeling trigger happy? Pwn D Sports needs you to take their VL Akula class drone into battle for Petrotech NK in the upcoming campaign for Chilean Silver Lot 3001. Audition from home on the Pwn Holo channel and see if you have what it takes for remote real-world action. 4 pilots are needed for our August series, so register now. That's awesome. Like, I like the world building. I kind of wish they'd make like a branching off game, like a spin-off game where that's all you do is you like compete in these futuristic esports in the world of Horizon. Excuse me. Oh, do 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 do. Let's see where we're at. That's crap. Signal I wanted, but it's a signal I will take. What? Why are you glowing? It's so weird looking. What the hell? Freaky freak bird. Freaky freak bird indeed. Alright. Get up there. Get up. Just get up there. I don't care how you do it, just get up there. Here, how you do it is right here. I wish, like, I know it kind of like defeats the whole gamification and like the whole purpose of games like these, where like I understand their idea or their plan of like not having you able to climb on every surface because maybe you just get lost constantly not knowing where to go next. But I actually would prefer if they made a game like this where you could literally just climb on every surface. And then make it like Elden Ring where the map is just littered with things all over the place. Las Vegas, January 18, 2049. Members of Unity 47 this morning smashed several Redodo dealer bots at the High Note Casino, protesting what they call invasive automation. Vegas police, together with casino security, squashed the protest in minutes, taking 14 unionists into custody. AI is taking away our livelihoods. Common event, current events. You shouldn't talk about this. Union spokeswoman Shannon D'Olivier said, over the past decade, human slot attendants, poker clerks, and hostesses have all faded out, but we draw the line at table game dealers as no robot has the fine-grained emotional skills of a human being. We understand the workers' concerns about ongoing automation, the High Note's legal advisor Lynn Fraser told VBC yesterday, but we cannot tolerate rioting, especially when it distracts players on the casino floors. Complicating the matter are concerns that organized crime groups are funding the protest. The mob stands to lose its grip on gaming once our services reach full automation, Fraser tells reporters. With the anti-automation protests going into their second week, you have to wonder who's behind it all. Now, not to get too much into current events, because I just don't like to talk like current events in general, ever. But I'm actually extremely surprised over the last couple of years that like more employees in more places haven't been rioting because of like self-checkout lanes, self-ordering kiosks. Now the McDonald's that I go to on Sundays after church actually has like a drive-thru that's all robot. Like it's a robot voice that talks to you, and then when you order it has voice recognition. So whatever you order, like it just repeats back to you to verify that it heard you correctly, and then it shows it up on the screen. And like you literally don't have to interact with another human being at all other than the person that hands you the meal at the window. And let's face it, at some point they're going to get rid of that too. It's just going to be like a little robot arm that like grabs the bag from a conveyor belt and like reaches it out into the delivery window and drops it in your lap. It's getting nuts out here, guys. It's getting nuts out here. AI is taking over. I don't think that my particular, well, you know what? No, I would actually go along with the thought process I stopped myself on. I don't think any of the jobs I've done could particularly be replaced by AI, except for my most recent job, which was sales. But then the way I did sales in my job was door to door. And for some reason, I just don't see a whole lot of people agreeing to like let robots knock on their door and come into their house to talk to them. Like maybe that's just a bit of me that's kind of Will Smith from AI, and I'm like, robots? Nobody's gonna do that. But who knows? Maybe like 20 years in the future, we'll just have roaming robots with briefcases knocking on people's doors, being like, hello, I would like to offer you some health insurance for your family and loved ones. What health insurance do you currently use? Except they'd already know that because they're an AI construct and they have connection to all of every insurance company's data logs. So they wouldn't even have to ask questions like that. They'd just be like, we have seen that you currently use Geico. And if you switch to Progressive, you will save 25% or more on your car insurance. Would you like to know more? It's like the little video kiosks on, what was that movie? That's exactly what they said. Damn, what was that movie? Starship Troopers, where all the soldiers are going through like the training, and they're going through like
Water's
boot camp.
pouring out of that
And
building.
as you're walking through boot camp and all the training places, like there's just kiosks everywhere, and it's like, our soldiers have the newest inventions, the greatest vehicles known to man to help us fight off the alien invasions.
Someone's been
And it's
killed.
like, would you like to know more? There's like a little swipe thing on the bottom of the screen, like, yes, I would. The enemy outpost. I'm surprised it lets me save here. That's kind of funny. Would you like to know more? What am I looking for? Oh, okay. I found it. Never mind. You don't have to answer. Found it on my own. First, we're going to rob them of their chest. Their high valued valuables. We're going to pocket them all into our purse. And we're going to silently kill every single last one. Bolt blasters are powerful weapons that can quickly fire bursts of projectiles. Oh, I did find a bolt blaster. Holy shit. Hold R2 to charge the weapon for a concentrated, more accurate burst. Bolt blasters must be manually reloaded due to its size. Some evasive maneuvers are slower. Well, that's cool. I found a new weapon in a chest. I don't feel like that happens that frequently in this game. Just like jump up there. Can I? There's definitely two people in this building. But the question is... Here, so... Or just use this ladder that you so conveniently left very easily accessible into
Looks
the
like
camp.
there's something behind that tarp.
Maybe they're not bad guys. Maybe they're good guys. They're good guys. Oh, you know what? They're probably the enemy's looking for
I almost had him. I was so close.
Poseidon.
Drowning, maybe. Not to the embers. Moreland, it's over.
Well, not for me, it's not.
Or not.
You're going to
Never mind.
die.
Never mind what I said.
Alone. Because we're not sticking around to fish out the corpse. We're through.
Nobody cares that she's just like standing there eavesdropping on everything they're talking about.
So the visionary's fate hung in the balance. Would he choose life or succumb to deadly delusion?
Hello. So, there's an ancient city under the sand, but it's flooded.
Suddenly a Norse spear maiden appeared.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're not typical
that's
Delvers. That's for sure.
He's just dialoguing everything that's happening.
What's this?
I
Wait,
call it a
what
diving
I do?
bubble. This is the Mark 1. The Mark 2 was better, but it got stuck halfway down.
Like a submarine? Holy shit.
Snagged.
You went down in that.
Yeah, I hardly expect a layperson to understand.
Because that's pretty smart.
I'm sorry. May I remind you, you got stuck inside
shots
and nearly
fired.
drowned.
It'd have to be portable, though. Machine kneecap, maybe?
Well, you'd need a filter.
Synthetic membrane would do it. With a hose to a
Compressed air capsule. Hammer and tongs.
What is this? What is happening here? What? Get over here.
This is how scuba diving was invented in their version of Earth.
You got a name?
Aloy.
Moreland. Not a stranger anymore.
You're a damn fool.
Come on. I got the original schematics over here.
Oh, well, hold on. Just a couple of questions first.
Fair enough. Partner?
Partner?
Don't mind him.
so important down there that you'd risk your life?
Treasure. Haven't you ever seen Goonies?
Well...
Moreland, I'm not interested in salvage, okay? Whatever you find below is yours.
So actually, I bring that up because I just watched Goonies for the
Then
first
what if I
time
told you
ever
we were
earlier
delving
today
into the
with my
most
kids.
spectacular treasures ever scribed by man
Pretty
or
good.
made.
I'd say get to the point.
No nonsense.
I think I
like
probably
it.
watched it once or twice as a
Behold.
kid when I was younger, but I didn't
Remember.
remember any of it.
Looks like a piece of junk.
Well, now, yes, but with a proper spark. These magnificent creations of the old ones paint mesmerizing
projector?
pictures in the air, and the ruins below us are full of them. A feast for the eyes beyond description. Just as my old Gramps promised me.
So these embers project images?
Paintings of light. It's amazing
LED
stuff.
light shows, awesome.
This one showed the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, beckoning all to a buffet of lobster and succulent beefs. I must have watched it about 100 times as a child in my old Gramps workshop.
I don't know if that's what you need to be
What happened to it?
admitting to here.
Over time, they die out. I cried the day that this one's light faltered. But there are many more below, as you'll see if you get down there like I did and my old Gramps before me.
How did your grandfather discover these embers?
He was here 40-odd years ago. He was one of the first to lead a delving party into the West. He discovered the ancient city around us, plumbed the depths of this very structure. He found the hollow underneath and the glowing embers all about. Took as many as he could and brought them home. He always wanted to come back and get more, but, well, he never scraped up the shards. What he really wanted to do was use the embers.
He was gonna make like a
show. One unlike the
Techno
world
light
has
show.
ever seen.
Sounds like quite a guy.
Who's gonna open the first night rave
True
club?
delver and a true showman. And I miss him. But I will.
That'd
do
be a
him
cool
proud.
experience to have that like you can't really
I
have
will
in
gather
today's
the
like
embers and put
modern
on a
world.
spectacle that would
Like being the
amaze even
first
him.
person to explore an area that
With your
nobody's
help.
ever been in before.
Of course.
Like I'm sure there are like very, very small, tiny dots on the map of the globe that like humanity's never set foot on, but like not to this extent where like you could find ruins that like, well, I guess they still find new ruins occasionally. That'd be cool to be like one of the people who like digs up a new ruin that nobody's ever seen since they actually like inhabited it.
So what exactly happened down there?
It was a delve like no other. A chance to follow my old Gramps' footsteps. Beneath this structure here is an enormous hollow, a dome protected from the sands. We built this elevator here to ensure easy egress and exit. It's quite a contraption, actually, and not so easy to...
Right. Again. What happened?
At the bottom, we beheld the treasure my Gramps first discovered. Painted images in the
Goodness,
air
I think I
of
might be
every
getting a cold or
description.
something.
Dancing women, games,
Sneezing, my
coins,
throat's all
and promises
jacked
of
up.
Jackpots. I don't know what that is, but
Promises
it's
of
gotta be good.
jackpots.
Then something went wrong. The images turned nautical. Waves went through them, even fish. It's like a strange
It's
underwater
literally
dream.
Las Vegas.
Poseidon's
Casino.
dream.
That's funny.
Yes. Well, suddenly there was this terrible rushing sound, and then an explosion of water erupted from the floor.
What's interesting to me is I'm playing this without sound because the headset's not working. And like as I'm reading the closed captioning and watching the voices or the faces, like the lip syncing for a video game is like really, really good. Like it actually looks like they're saying what the text says they're saying.
So water just shot up from the floor and filled the place up?
It was a raging flood unlike anything I've seen. We ran like forge fire and barely made it up the elevator as a wave just crashed beneath us. Shaken, but not stirred, I built the diving bubbles Mark 1 and Mark 2. I tried the descent in each, but I nearly drowned both times. Abaddon's beside himself. He thinks I'm insane. But I can't give up now. I've come too far.
If we're gonna build a little
just barely within my
scuba
reach.
gear and go dive down there.
Well, maybe I can help.
Yeah. Maybe you can.
You can help after 10 more minutes of exposition.
You guys don't seem like average delvers.
We're not really delvers at all. We're showmen.
Like, performers?
You're Nora, and thus unfamiliar with the arts. We stage spectacles all around the claim.
Like a
Scammer
traveling
tells stories.
off-Broadway show.
Augment with all manner of sounds and fireworks.
Oh, that's
and
why he wants the
Abaddon,
light
he,
show.
Well,
Complains?
he handles the money, which amounts to about the same thing. When we delve, it's to find gear for my theatrics. Which makes this delve the most important one of all.
Imagine finding like technology that doesn't even exist, that like humanity hasn't even thought of, and like being the first person to find it and then incorporate it into your business. Your business would be booming.
How deep is it? Can't I just swim down?
Only if you have gills. You can stack 50 kegs in that shaft.
Leave it to the Osserum to measure something in kegs.
Talking liquid depths, I'd say it's apt.
After not, sounds too deep to hold my breath.
Hence, our new invention.
I'd better get after those parts.
Hopefully I already
There's a
have.
fully intact compressed air capsule in the Mark II, but like I said, it's stuck in the shaft.
If you made it back up alive, I should be able to swim down that far.
All right. As for the other parts, Stemmer scouted a herd due south of here that should have what we need.
I'm on it.
Great. I'll come back when you get the gear.
Good
Good
hunting, huntress. Diving mask. Of course I don't already have the parts. That would make it too easy. Faster than that. We ain't gonna make it. I don't think we're gonna make it. Oh god. Go faster! We're gonna die! We're stuck! Oh wow, that was close. Okay, well let's try that again. There we go. Get stuck. There we go. Love the swimming animation.
Got the compressed air capsule.
Right, got the air
Well,
capsule.
Finally going to get away from
Air
this place.
capsule.
Well, good thing that Aloy showed up. We'll see.
The longer
There was a
their
save
soldiers
point down here, right? Yeah.
It should be south of
the
here.
shard counters move.
Let's go find this herd, get the parts we need, and then we can go scuba diving. It's like a castle. What the hell? I've never been to Vegas, so I have no idea, like...
A drone. Must be part of Cyclops.
survey
If I can get its
drone.
data, I can reconnect it with the dome back at the base.
Oh, I need to kill it.
But how to get up there?
Stop. You're going too fast.
That's all I'm waiting.
Oh. Yeah, that apparently is not going to do anything. Okay, then. I've never been to Vegas, so I wouldn't know any, like, landscape or, you know what I'm talking about. Points of interest, if there do happen to be some in this game. What the heck was that? This building is littered with treasure. That thing. I'm uppy. Uppy, uppy.
Have to jump onto that drone to get it down.
Oh, I have to jump on. What the hell is it? Drone just knocked me down. Oh, the handhold broke. Drone? Drone. Droney. Get him. Oh, no. Oh my god. I was trying to put the glider out, but I reacted too slowly. Well, death number 2. Building does look cool though. Not like Assassin's Creed, I can't just climb the face of the building. That is... Alright, so let's track his little, hey, track your little, still, good lord. There we go.
Maybe I can climb something to jump onto the drone.
The drone, whatever it does for us. Considering how far into the game we are, it's amazing that we're still learning like new tutorials in the game. Like new things to do that we've never seen before. It makes me a little concerned about how much longer this game is going to be. Not that I'm not enjoying it, but at some point, oh, we've had this conversation with pretty much every playthrough recently. Like at some point, I'd like to play something else. My life is not, you know, all Horizon all the time. I would like to play something new eventually. All right, so he's gonna come right here. Yeah. Nope.
Taking
Oh,
you
I
with
did.
me.
Sweet. No, dang it.
Sliding in.
What happened? The game froze. Knock him down? Still up there. Oh. I think the game thought I knocked him down. Why it like froze. It was like trying to calculate what happened physics-wise, and like nothing happened, and then the game still said I should go loot his body even though he's still flying around. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Ah, what the fudge? That was unnecessary. I was already above it. Alright, anyway. Go, go, go. Go. Why does that keep happening? Oh, so there's nothing to grab there. Okay, never mind. What am I doing? Alright, where are you, you stoop? I don't even know what we're supposed to be doing with you. Stoop. Waiting, 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 waiting. It's like you're literally looking at like behind the scenes of how they program the animation for the for the things in the game. You can literally just see the track that they programmed for them to travel in. That's kind of interesting.
You're mine.
You're mine.
Going down.
I don't. What am I supposed to be doing here?
Data from the
Oh,
drone.
okay.
There. Now I
There
can
we go.
reconnect it with the dome back at the base.
Got 1 of 10 survey drones in the game. Nice. Hey, get back here. I was supposed to kill him. Oh, hey there. Hi. Hello. In a secret area. All right, well, now let's go find a fire. Hey. Have that as a fast travel point at later time if ever needed. And now we shall collect pieces to build our scuba gear. Scuba dooba.
It's always good to have extra. Well, this is where Moreland said the hood would be. They must have moved on. I need to pick up their trail. Better look for tracks.
Why do I feel like they didn't move and they're actually animals that like live under the ground?
This must be where the herd left from. I better follow the tracks in the other direction.
Follow the tracks in the other direction. Doo-doo-doo. Maybe they're sandworms. Oh my gosh, what if they are? This sweet move. Yeah! Sweet. Any sweeter than that? It'd be cool if they had like sandworms in this game.
There's the herd. I should have the parts I need.
A lot of creatures. They're all like just digging in the ground, minding their own business. They get mauled and murderized.
More machines. Looking first.
Yeah, I could have just killed them with a stealth attack. That's way cooler to do it this way. Ah, don't do it! I was trying to loot him. Man, I'm like way more powerful than I was at the beginning of the game. It takes 2 hits to kill these things, dude. It seems to give me a hell of a time. Hey, what? How did I die? What the heck? That bird killed me.
More machines. Looking first.
Kill the machine's optional. What world is that optional? Yeah, the bird's like dropping baseball. Daddy. Daddy. Gosh, that's so off-putting when I shoot. The controller literally sounds like it's just gonna fall apart. It sounds like metal grinding on metal.
Oh, the storm's whipped up a sand spot.
Oh, 2 for... Oh, I didn't get the bird. I thought I did. Here, man. Ah, get back here. Fight me like a man. Dang it. Ugh. Gosh, you move so fast. But. Oh, wow, what the hell? What is happening? Oh, God, what is happening? Oh, my God. Where'd you come from? What is going on? Chest off. Punk. Injured. Coils. Coils, both of them. Oh, got him. Can't scream anymore, can you, biatch? Rakataka. Oh, what the hell just happened? Attack from every direction, man. You're dead. Got him. Hauled it.
The kneecap. Good.
Kneecap. Awesome. Love kneecap. Wait, do I have a poison arrow? It's not doing what I thought it was gonna do. Just blow him up. There we go. That's what we wanted. The fighting mechanics in this game are so good, man. Like having the weak points that you can scan and like being able to knock parts off of the enemies. You can even like knock their attacking parts off so they have no way to defend themselves or attack you. I wish more games were like that. There was an old game on the PlayStation 1 that was like that called Front Mission. It was a mech game. Like when you were fighting the NPC mechs, like you could shoot, you could specifically like target their arms or like their rocket launchers on their shoulders. Like take them out so they couldn't attack you, and then like once you got to that point where they were just completely defenseless, you had them like down to a certain level of health, you could like eject out of your mech pilot seat and like pretty much just like commandeer the enemy mech, and if you took it out of the mission alive, like you would be able to like add it to your team of mechs or dismantle it for parts to build like a new mech. It was such a cool game. I don't think they've made any new versions of it. I think one came out like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, but it wasn't the same kind of gameplay. Like you couldn't do that kind of stuff in it, which was disappointing.
Much better.
No, we're not going to waste a fast travel thing when it's right over there. I like the idea, like that idea of just having like weak spots or spots that are more strategically advantageous to shoot people at. Especially the idea in this game where like when you're fighting the bosses, you can knock the guns off of them and then like pick the guns up and use them against them. That's awesome. I wish more games would do that. Here, piggy. You jerk. Getting outclassed by pigs. There we go. What are you doing? What? Oh, hello. I hit the glad like right at the last second. Alright. Save outside the Tower of Tears. Apparently it's not letting me. Okay. Never mind.
What can I do for you, partner?
It became daylight all of a sudden.
I've got everything I need to build the
incredible diving
Incredible
mask.
diving mask. Oh,
I
brilliant.
think diving
Brilliant.
mask is enough.
I won't quibble. The workbench is all yours.
Let me put the pieces together. Let me put my VR headset on and use hand tracking to actually like put the pieces together and mold it all together. That's one thing that VR games do really well is crafting. Because that's what a lot of the VR games do when you craft things, is instead of just like having the game put the items together like in an instant like this and it's magically built, like in a lot of VR RPGs, you actually have to take the individual parts and like figure out how they like rotate and like lock into each other. Like how to, I think from the videos I've seen, and I've tried not to spoil myself because I do plan on eventually getting it, but you do craft like weapons and stuff like that in the VR Horizon game that's on the PlayStation VR 2. And I've seen videos of people doing it, and you actually have to like craft the tool by like taking thread and like wrapping the head of the hammer onto the handle with the thread and stuff like that. That's really cool. I love that stuff in VR. It's awesome.
Whoa.
Crafting is something that's always kind of like
If it works, you'll let me try it?
disappointed me in video games
and get those
because it's just
embers.
like, oh, you just click a button
Assuming
and
I
it's
don't
done.
drown.
Like you don't actually do any actual work
So what are you
crafting.
really looking for down there?
It's hard to explain. Something that caused a malfunction in the apparatus that controls the old city. I think it started the flood.
Well, I thought we started the flood. Like we sprung a trap. I don't know how we were detected. Like I said, the dancing lights around us changed, turned to sea life.
I was pissed off.
There was this flash of red, and the roar of water surging in.
Wait, a flash of red?
A red light from a spot near the grate on the floor where the water burst through. It was like a beacon.
Or a warning. Thanks. That might help.
I hope it does. And good luck down there.
Some RPGs that have like
Okay.
mini games for
Time
crafting.
to see if this thing works.
That one that I've been playing, Tales of Arise, like you have a mini game the very first time you craft, and it's just like a QTE, and then every time you craft from that point on, you never have to do it again. And I was like, man, the one little attempt they made to make it an interactive process, they just bailed on after the first time. I thought it was kind of fun.
I thought we were finally going to get away from you.
So far, so good. I can actually breathe down here.
The longer they sojourn in the desert, the costlier the shard.
Now we have no breath limit underwater, huh? That's interesting.
Diving mask seems to be holding up. I've never been able to swim this deep before.
Hologram. Huh. Weird. Oh, that's really cool. Excuse me, goodness, my throat is just closing in on me. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Not feeling too great. Not feeling too great. I must be getting some sort of cold or sickness of some sort.
Nautical lights. That must be Poseidon's doing.
That's really cool. I would actually love to see something like this in real life. That's awesome. They have underwater levels in this game now.
That looks like a way out. Poseidon's down here, somewhere. Gotta find where it's hiding.
What is that? Oh, a statue of fish. That'd be like a really cool sight to see, no joke. Like in real life, if you were like underwater and then all of a sudden like, excuse me, brother. And all of a sudden like all of these holographic images like popped up out of nowhere. Holy shit. What the heck is that?
That thing underwater. We'll have to be careful.
Like a leviathan.
This place is massive. And all of it's encased in a dome.
There's so much stuff down here. Oh, I can't attack underwater is apparently what the game's telling me. What the heck? Oh, it's an alligator. Why did I go towards him? Saw the shining lights of his eyes and thought maybe it was something I could loot. Looks like the Plessie guy from the Mario games. Plessie! Be friendly? Me? Hey, yes. Oh, it's not letting me go any further. I'm trying to deal with the machine first. Oh, a red light near the floor when the water rushed. Like, oh, I'm getting caught in a current. Holy cow. Tide Ripper. That's a cool name. Tide Ripper. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going.
Shane's just into shock.
Well, there's one of those doing underwater. I guess he is a weasel or a otter. Snap Ma. Snap Ma, more like grandma. find a way to get past these guys, I'm guessing. Dummy. You freaking moron. Didn't even see me, I was right next to you. Freaking moron, alligator. I'll hide in the tall weeds for a second while I clear my throat and take a drink. Please don't see me. I see you looking at me from over there. He was awfully fascinated for a second. Supposed to be looking for... Oh my god, this area is huge. Apparently I'm not near the red light. Okay, let's go back. This seems bad for me. Oh my god, hurry. Oh my god. I thought he wasn't coming around the corner. Hide in the tall weeds. I can use smoke bombs underwater? That doesn't make any sense.
Just a fish, okay?
Just a fish, okay. This is kind of crazy, dude. It reminds me of what, like, I haven't been, excuse me.
There. Red light.
Oh, there's the red light, but there's also a supply chest. I haven't been reading or watching too much about the Tears of the Kingdom game because I do plan to eventually play it, but I've heard, like, there's the whole map size of the original Breath of the Wild game, but then there's islands in the sky that you can explore, and then on top of that, they also have caves underground that you can explore, so it's technically has the potential to be 3 times as big as the original game, which just blows my mind because that game was already huge to begin with.
Alert. Critical flooding detected. Automatic drainage controls alert.
If I do this purge and drain all
Critical
the water,
flooding detected.
I can fight that big machine.
Automatic
on the
drainage
ground.
controls offline.
Looks
To
like I have
execute
to
an
reset a
emergency
couple of
purge,
pump nodes
manual
first.
reset of primary and secondary
According to the
pump
map,
nodes is
there should be
required.
an access point
The
for the
purge
first
can then be
node
triggered at the
south of
pump
here.
maintenance
Ow.
station.
If I do this purge and drain all the water, I can fight that big machine on dry ground.
We want to
Looks
fight
like I
that
have to
giant
reset a
monster?
couple of pump nodes first.
That we do.
According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here. More machines down here. I'll have to swim around them. Stick to cover.
Seems, unsafe. Really taking like the worst possible path through here to try and find this thing.
There's the access point. Should lead me to the pump.
Holy cow. Kind of scary. Okay, well, let's not do that.
Machine saw me!
Oh, shit!
Machines down here.
Scared me. Oh my god. This is wild, dude. A whole section of the game that's just going to be underground, under the water.
I can't reach the ledge from here. Maybe there's something I can
Oh, come on,
try.
you just reached the ledge. What are you talking about? You literally just pulled yourself up to it and said, ah, I can't reach. Okay. It's actually funny that I almost just accidentally glitched through whatever puzzle it's trying to get me to solve right now. I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. I don't know why, but I had that song stuck in my head earlier. Probably haven't heard it in like 10 years. Okay. Oh, the ladder works really well. Thought I was sitting here trying to solve a puzzle. I just needed to find the friggin' ladder to walk up. Yeah, okay. Thanks for reminding me, game, because it's been like a month since I've done it. Alright. Ba-boom. Babushka. Alright, now let's activate this mother.
There. One node down. Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node.
There's a nightmare. Nobody cares 'cause I'm alone and the world is there.
According to the map, the second
Oh,
node
I
should be
came
on
up
the other
right
side of
next
the
to it.
dome.
Above everything, and I won't have to worry about it. Don't see me. Just a fishy. There it is.
Another access point. Should get me to the second node.
What we did with the alligator. Just crocodile, whatever it is. Just get in here and then zoom in real quick before it can grab me. Sweet. Maneuverability under the water is really good. A lot of games kind of suck at that. Kind of a weak point in games in general is swimming. Like, usually swimming mechanics are really, really bad. My opinion. Alright, let's go. Where are we going? Where are we going? Haha. Whatever puzzle you wanted me to do, I didn't have to do because I just skipped over all of it.
Let's see if that helped.
Alright, now we're gonna have a massive boss fight to Plessie.
Okay, I've taken care of both nodes. Now I just need to activate the emergency purge at the maintenance station.
Okay. Plessie! I wish there was a save point down here.
The maintenance station should be at the south end of the dome.
I would save and then save the boss fight for the next stream, because I have a feeling we're not going to beat him in the next 25-30 minutes. Usually the boss fights take me at least 3 or 4 tries. Good night.
There's red light in that tower. Just like at the console I found earlier.
Uh-huh.
That might be the maintenance station. But
How do I get in? Mystery for the ages. I've also been trying to like get into MMOs again, not necessarily trying to get into MMOs again. That's not really the way to say it, but
There might be a way
I've
in.
been trying to see if there are any modern MMOs that are worth getting into. I guess is how I should say. I've been like downloading any of the free-to-play ones and trying them out for a little bit, see how I like them.
This green shine for later?
Started playing Black Desert Online for a little bit, wasn't a huge fan. I've tried it before and I actually didn't like it
Just gotta find a console to activate the emergency purge.
this much, as much as I did the first time I tried it before I quit it, so obviously that game just isn't for me. But I plan on trying Lost Ark and what's the other free-to-play MMO I got? Another one. Can't remember what it was. Oh, Neverwinter. Something in there. Like nothing down here. Never mind. That serves me right. I always liked the idea of MMOs, but the only MMO that's ever really caught my interest long enough for me to play long term was WoW. I played that with my wife at the time for like a good 2 years. Beat like all of the boss content all the way up through Mist of Pandaria at the time. We just kind of stopped playing because we beat everything that the game had, and I'm not into the whole grind fest at the end of an MMO where you're just grinding to increase your item level and stuff like that. That just bores me. I just want to play it enough to see the boss fights, and then once I've seen each boss fight once, I'm like, okay, I'm done. This game has... I've seen everything this game has to show me. But Final Fantasy XIV, I beat the base game, but I've never bought any of the expansions. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was one of the better MMOs I've ever played. Looking for like that killer MMO, you know, like nothing's ever really gotten that level of popularity that WoW has, like ever. Kind of surprised actually. You would think by now one of them would have. WildStar was like the one that had the most potential in my opinion, and I played it when it came out and played through the beta. And I thought it was amazing, but it failed very quickly. Like I think that was like canceled within the first year the servers opened.
Machine guarding the door on the other end of the dome. And once I get past it,
It was disappointing.
I can get to what's waiting on the other side of the door.
I enjoyed it,
Poseidon.
but apparently nobody else did. Whoops. I'm not push, but okay.
I guess the purge didn't get rid of all of the water.
Collect all the collectibles. System shutdown's almost done. Only thing left is to power everything down at the control center. So I guess this is it. One final lock down the strip and then it's lights out forever. At least I won't be around to see it destroyed. The Odyssey will be well on its way to Sirius by the time the swarm gets here. Still, my last memory of this place will be empty. City that's already dead. Interesting. Vegas was the last place they shut down before they took off, huh? Go up. I actually heard that they like added some settings. There was like a recent patch that came out with the DLC that was released that added settings for underwater traversal, and I would like to see what those are. I guess a lot of people, like when they played this game, were like really scared of the underwater sections. I can see why. It is kind of scary. Like having to be chased by robots while you're trying to swim around is kind of sketchy. But apparently they like made some sort of setting where like the swimming sections aren't as difficult. So I'm not sure what the changes are that they made, but I was reading about it the other day. And apparently they also made a settings change with the update that came out with the DLC that makes it so you can just auto loot. You don't actually have to like press triangle to loot stuff anymore. Maybe I'll turn that on so it makes it a lot easier to do that too. Oh shit. Oh shit. Excuse me, I'm trying to kill things. Excuse me, sir. You don't mind? Be kind and rewind. Shoot him! Oh shit! No, shoot the blue ball. I missed, I missed. Oh, we're gonna die. We're all gonna die. Here we go. Did nothing. Did very minimal amount of damage. I think there are actually. I wasn't trying to pick a fight with this guy, but now that he picked it, I'm here for it. Oh, here, big boy. Oh, shoot the canisters. Jerk. Ooh, such a jerk, this guy. Look at him being jerky. We got it. Go down to you. You behemoth. Take this. Right up the pooper. Right over his butt. Just imagine that. I feel like it always is. Oh, I almost got it. You feel really skilled when you actually hit a weak point without doing like this slow down zoom in mode. It makes you feel like a real gamer.
Down it goes.
Kill it, kill it. Get in there and kill it. Oh, not at the expense of killing ourselves, please. Hey, you're supposed to be dead. That's why I called him a chump. It seemed like the right thing to do at the time. Die! Just die! One of you needs to die, thank you. Good lord. Get in there! Oh, let me get in there. No health, okay. There we go. Right in the eyeball. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Why do they give me like a mini boss fight right before a giant boss fight? It doesn't seem very fair. What the heck?
Okay, better.
Oh man, one boss isn't enough. Alright, I'm gonna call shenanigans on that because I didn't hit his like little underbelly spot like twice there and didn't register. You're dead, by the way. Punk ass. Get your punk ass alligator ass out of here, alligator ass. Alright, I said ass enough times. Point across. I just wanted to know how much of a pain in the ass he was being. Giant sword. It's like a giant Sephiroth sword in the middle of the battlefield. Nothing else, at least there's a lot of healing items in here. Like I never use the environmental stuff at all. Like it always reminds me, hey, by the way, if you shoot mushrooms while you're fighting, it will give you a smoke cloud and conceal you from your enemies. I'm like, nope, never. Not once. Not a single one time am I ever gonna do that. Play the game? What? What are you talking about? Play the game? I'm just gonna make it as hard on myself as possible. Just manhandle everything. I'm gonna get at least one more healing item. Where are we at? Where are we at? Alright, before we trigger the big boss boy. Where is he? Over the horizon.
Okay. Poseidon is through there.
The machine's gone. We can just
Where
go in.
did that machine go?
Aloy! It's a miracle!
Oh, just walk around it. All right, it's got to be that easy. Walk around the puddle.
Come on. Was this you? Did you lower the waters?
Yeah, but there's a new problem. That thing's in our way.
See weak points.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to get the embers with that around.
There's a scrappy band of adventurers
This
beheld
guy.
the beast. They knew what they had to do.
What? Are you crazy? Hush now. She saved our Delph.
Okay then.
First thing we do, we scan and see if there's any guns
And
around.
start firing when I
They
engage.
seem to like to lay those around the big boss fights. Oh my gosh, that thing's huge. Oh my god. What are you talking about? Got like got like a chainsaw mouth. Might end up having to do this next stream because I seriously doubt we're gonna be able to beat it in the next like 10 minutes.
Places, fellas. Get to that overhang.
Look at that overhang, it says. Boy. Hit the thing. Right in the thing. Yeah. Right in the thing. The thing. I think I angered it. I did. I appear to have angered it. By shooting it in the head. Who would have imagined? That's the kind of response we would have. Get off there. Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god. It's gonna be difficult. Take a wild guess and say it's probably gonna be difficult. I have no ammo. Probably something we need. First try? You think we can get it on the first try? Oh, mom. The weak spots. Oh, his gills, his lungs. Oh, lungs. And his satellite dish. Ah! Satellite dish. Shoot it. Gosh, dang it, stop jumping. How are you even jumping? You're a water animal. That's a dumb thing to say. Haven't you ever seen seals that jump? That's kind of how he's moving. It's probably what they like, base his movements off of. Seal. I don't know what happens if I keep shooting this thing, but I have a feeling it's going to do something good. Can't do something bad. Oh, got him. We're going to concentrate on the left lung since I've already shot it a couple times. Or left gill, I guess. Stop moving. Sure. Actually kind of seems easy so far. I don't want to jinx it, but it really does. This game's almost like a Dark Souls light during boss fights. It's like they definitely like to telegraph the attacks before they attack, and then it's really just up to you to dodge it. As long as you dodge it, you're in perfect shape. Oh man, I'm trying to get your little lungy things. Jerk, that was almost dead. You can tell it's blinking. Ah, get out of the water. That's his strong suit. Don't go into where he's... Don't go into his home turf to fight him, you stupid. Ah, I did not dodge that one, by the way. Oh, get out of there. Why are you looting, you madman? I timed that very badly. Get up, get up, get up. Timed that bad too. Not too bad, I guess. Oh, why do you keep moving? Up for biscuit. There we go. Got him. Oh, he's down, he's down. He's not down. Oh shit. I'm like running towards him like a moron. I thought he was down. Go, 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 go. I don't know where to go. I made a mistake. I should not be here. Should not be in here. No! Get to land, you moron! There we go. Now where's the other weak spots? Okay, he still has the right lungy thing. Nope, just son of a butt. Not even moving that much. How am I missing? Do like the upper lungy thing. Stu, how are you moving so much? You're so... Dude, look how fast he moves. He's got like rocket propulsion. What the fuck? He's got like rocket propulsion. He moves at like 100 miles an hour. I think the game's glitched. Should not be moving that fast. What the heck? I think something's busted. I don't think he's supposed to be moving like that. That seems way too fast. What? Are you seeing this? What is happening? This game's gotta be broken. No way that's intended. What the fuck? Ah! That's hilarious. Oh god, it's making it extremely hard for me to do anything, but it's hilarious. Oh my god, what the hell? This game is busted, man. It's gotta be a glitch. There's no way he's intended to move that fast. Making it really hard to hit him. Jeez. Can't even keep up with him. Can't even spin fast enough to keep up with him. Oh my god. What is happening right now? This is insane. I think it's because I went in the water during the fight. I think it glitched out somehow. It's gonna take a long time at this rate, but the funny thing is he doesn't seem to be able to hit me. We can just do this all day. It's just gonna take a long time. I can't hit him. Not for any amount of decent damage anyway. But the time to... There we go. Say try switching weapons to find those that fit your playstyle. Hold L1 to bring up the weapon. You need to slow the fuck down. Oh, I thought he was unglitched for a second. No such luck. So weird, dude. He's like literally flinging parts of himself off without me even having to knock them off. He's like running into the wall at like super high speeds and it's causing damage on him. So stupid. Oh god, this is dumb. That looks like Godzilla. Or a creature from Godzilla. I guess we can like use this as a window of opportunity to loot healing items while we're running around like crazy trying to hit this guy. I'm hoping I'm right in this assumption, but I literally don't think he can hit me at this point. I think the game's just completely glitched out. Making it feel kind of cheap, but hey, I'll take advantage of it. It's gonna be a cheap victory, but I'll take it. What if I run out of crafting elements to make arrows? Because it's taking me so long to kill this guy. Oh my god, it's so stupid. It looks so dumb. Well, he almost actually got me. Guess we should probably be a little bit cautious and not assume he can't hit us. Looks so stupid. Oh, I don't know why I find it so funny. It's so dumb. And I've hit that weak spot like a dozen times now. Making the fight very trivial other than just not being able to hit him. I'll take a glitched out boss fight, that's fine. This can go my way every once in a while. Hey, we finally hit the freaking thing. Yay. Need to get the one on the other side. Oh, we unglitched him. No, we actually have to play for real now. Shit. Enjoying it. Oh, Jack, get out. I just called you Jack. You answer to it. I missed. I just need to make sure we don't do something stupid like die now. After all that. That's jerk. Jerk face, ooh ha ha. Face. Right in the eyeball. Oh, who's who? Oh, I almost had him. I think that's really the only way we're going to be able to do any damage to him at this point is melee attack when he gets his head near me. We've pretty much knocked out all of his weak spots. Jeez, scared the shit. One weak spot. Ah, boom. He's almost dead. Get him. We'll get him. First try. Get his weak spot! The weak spot's like the only thing that's actually going to do any damage, so we need to hit him. Come on. Oh, he's back to the easy attack to dodge there. Kind of missed the glitched out version, but it was kind of funny. Oh, come on. You're like practically dead. Just die. Oh, there's no way that hit me. Come on, PS on that. Oh, stop launching stuff at me. Oh. You're almost there. One or two more shots on that weak spot, you should be done. Yeah! We got it! Yeah!
Hey, Bucky.
Oh, man.
Long time no stream.
Hey, Mr. Board Games, welcome to the stream. Long time no stream. Yeah, it's been a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but things have been going on.
Come on, gentlemen.
Welcome back. Thanks for the subscription. 8 months straight, man. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. And we just knocked out a huge boss in the main campaign. Not sure how long you've been here. Maybe you missed the glitched out section, but he was like rocket zooming across the map like over and over again for like 10 minutes straight. It was kind of hilarious. Oh, we finally killed him. Yeah, first try. He's down. Just got here. Nice.
You guys all right?
More than all right.
Hopefully you've been doing well. Hopefully you've been playing some fun games. We did it. What the heck is this guy talking about?
Ever want, and it's all thanks to you.
I did it. You watched, literally.
Very.
You need to go back and watch the VOD to see the glitch. It was so funny. It was literally just, at first I thought it was like intended. But then after like the second or third time, he zipped from one side of the arena to the other in like a light second. I was like, there's no way that's supposed to be happening.
Though we should probably let our flame-haired friend get going. I believe she has business down here. Does she not?
Sadly, you're actually catching me right at the end of the stream. I'm about to get off. I just wanted to beat that boss real quick since we could take advantage of the glitchiness.
Very well.
But we're
Start
gonna
taking some of the embers upstairs. Holler if you need us.
get this Poseidon piece for Gaia, and then after that, we're probably calling it a night. Where is that? That's up here. That's all I can loot off of this gigantic thing. Are you kidding me? Where'd the disc fall? Oh, where's the disc at? Lootable? Probably not. He had like a massive disc on his back that we blasted off, but I guess it's not lootable. So you blew a disc in your back about a month ago. It's made life really difficult. No worries on ending the stream. Oh man, sorry to hear that. I know a lot of people who have like bad backs. Luckily mine's not horrible. But I used to like way overload my book bag in high school and college, so like my back has pain all the time, but I've never actually like slipped discs or anything. My mom did. She had to like get pretty sure she had surgery on it at one point, but she's a nurse, and now like ever since she slipped that disc, she hasn't been actually been able to work on the floor as a nurse. Now she does all administrative stuff. So I'm sorry to hear that, because I know that can be like life affecting.
Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it.
I just haven't been able to play because
I should be able to use that console.
last week I had my kids the last 2 weekends I've had my kids on Sundays, as my ex-wife went out of town on vacation for a week, so I had them for 2 weeks straight. And I just don't like to stream when they're here, because if anything goes on and they have to like wake up or anything, then I'm just gonna have to be like, oh, instantly shut off the stream like midstream. So I just don't even bother with it. How are things going for me? Last thing you heard was I was not sure on what your job status was. Yeah, I actually quit my job Friday. I don't know if it was a smart decision, but I know that I was going to lose the job, so I'd rather quit it on my terms and like get terminated from a job. Just, I don't know if it's a pride thing or if it's more of a like make it look good on a resume thing. But I put my 2 weeks notice in, so they gave me the last 2 weeks as vacation. So like after today, like I won't have to go to work for 2 weeks, but I also don't have any backup options lined up right now, so I'm going to be working 8-hour-a-day job of looking for a new job. Essentially is going to be my new full-time job from this point on until something comes up. So but weirdly enough, even though you would think that would make me stressed out, like the second I put my 2 weeks resignation in and had that conversation with my boss, it's like the weight of the world has been like lifted from my shoulders. Like I'm not stressed, I'm sleeping way better. I'm like, obviously this was the right thing to do, but hopefully I can find a job in 2 weeks or less. Otherwise, I'm going to be stressing out like crazy. There's always Uber. There's always Uber. No need to apologize when you need or want to spend time with your kids. I appreciate that, man. Hidden in the AC code, so someone must have inserted it via a thermostat interface. Pretty funny, actually. You know that Hollow ad for the Crave Men review over at the Vodka? Well, their loincloths disappeared. Went on for almost an hour before we shut it down. Chuckles aside, we can't let it happen again. I've been over the environmental and hollow systems and they look okay. On your shift, have a look at the water infiltration code. Hate to think what might happen if those systems were compromised. It would be a lot worse than a few naked Neanderthals on the strip. I could tell when I joined you seemed different in a much more happier and relaxed way. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I feel like way different. Like, it's kind of a weird thing where even though it's a massively life-impacting decision to just like quit my job without a backup plan, like I feel like it's all gonna work out for some weird reason. I don't know why that is. I'm just like, I'm not really too concerned about it. It'll work out. It always does. Like I've never ran into any circumstance in my life that's been like, oh no, it's the end of all things. So I'm like, I'd rather just be home the next 2 weeks and come to work and like suffer until I get fired. So I think it was the right decision. And honestly, like my life, I've just been in a really bad
Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
habit, excuse me, of like not being a combination of brave enough or confident enough to just make those kinds of decisions. I would just like wait for life to make them for me. So it was almost like a circumstance where like I was standing up to myself and being like, you know what, this time I'm going to take the reins and I'm going to make things happen. I can't do it. I can't give up on this place. I'm leaving everything on standby. The system's equipped to run for decades, if not hundreds of years. It's a long shot, but maybe someday, against all odds, someone will find this place again. Marvel at its lights and wonders. Discover fortune and boundless opportunity. Make it their own dream. After all, if this city can give a second chance, if water can flow in a wasteland, anything's possible. You can relate to that? Yeah, I think it comes with like the introverted, anxious personality type that like...
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system.
We don't have a whole lot of confidence. We don't really take like the bull by the horns, as the phrase is, very frequently.
The crew must have headed back up top.
So like, for me to do that in this particular circumstance in such a big way, to like quit my job without like a parachute or a backup plan, not only did it relieve the stress of the job I did not enjoy, but it also like makes me feel really good about myself to be able to be confident enough and brave enough to just be like, you know what, let's do it. Like, let's go out on a limb and try something. See what happens. And if it doesn't work, hey, it's a lesson learned that even if it doesn't work, I'm still alive, I'm still kicking. And who knows, maybe I won't even find another job in the classic sense of it. Maybe I'll just start doing like side gigs on the side permanently, like just Uber to make ends meet as like the main means of income, and then on the side like maybe I don't know. Start doing like TaskRabbit type stuff. Or, you know, stream more often, like every day for like 4 or 5 hours midday. See if I can make that take off a little bit or gain traction a little bit. Who knows? I know one of the guys I watch who has like a huge streaming channel and is really successful now. He's also been doing it for like 9 years, which is like, you know, 7 years longer than I have. But when his channel really took off, it's because he lost his day job. He was fired and he just started using those 8 hours a day that he would normally be working just streaming. Just happened that he took off. I don't expect that to happen, and that's obviously not what I'm leaning on by any means. Like, I'm going to do the sensible thing and actually do work that I know will make an income, like a regular income coming in on an hourly basis. But, you know, if I could also be able to do my hobby more often because of it, that would be pretty cool too. Where am I going? Oh, there's a ladder to climb. Probably all kinds of stuff I'm missing by not exploring in here, but honestly, I just don't feel like taking the time. I wonder if this is like modeled after an actual building in Vegas. "20 years ago this week, Stanley Chen broke ground on one of the most ambitious construction projects in American history, even though many Americans didn't want him there. As he struck his spade into the barren soil, the CEO quipped how resentment against Chinese political influence had turned Vegas into a boiling hotbed of nationalistic sentiment. But how his immense fortune had cooled that down, finally warming Americans to his idea of a new Las Vegas. Who would have believed at the time that we would become one of the most beloved figures of the clawback era, but Stanley Chen has always been one to defy the odds, literally. In 2035, during a meeting with potential investors at the Old Tempo Hotel, Chen watched in horror as his water filtration startup drowned before his very eyes, realizing too late that his once trusted lawyer had sold critical patent info to the competition. The resulting chain reaction of busted deals wiped him out, leaving him with only $88,000 to his name. Oh my, that sounds horrible. If I had $88,000 to my name, I could be debt-free in an instant. Devastated, Chen decided to leave his future to fate. He went to the casino floor and placed all $88,000 on a roulette wheel. Number 8. It hit. The resulting 37-to-1 payout netted him nearly 3.2 million. Imagine that. Imagine having like your life savings, or you get like a what do you call that? Like if inheritance, right? Like a parent, family member dies, heaven forbid, and like you get an inheritance, but it's like $10,000, and you're just like, hey, this is $10,000 I wouldn't have had otherwise. Let's just go. Let's just go to Vegas and put it all on one, and like it wins, and you turn that $10,000 into like multiple millions in an instant. Your life is changed forever. It would be nice. Pretty sure my sub is not helping pay any sort of bills. Things will work out for you. I have faith. Oh, I appreciate the sub, though. I mean, it means a lot that you enjoy the content enough to put your money towards it. That's awesome, dude. I appreciate it. I could not imagine that. The fear of possibly losing my inheritance. But you could also, like, quadruple it. More than that, 37 it. 5 years later, it wasn't Chen that needed saving, but Vegas itself. The hot zone crisis had strangled tourism. Years of ever-increasing heat had dried out of the county completely. Water in critical demand everywhere was now too expensive to import. Abandonment seemed to be the only option. The City of Lights was about to go dark forever. But Stanley Chen couldn't let that happen. In 5 years of incredible success, he had turned $3.2 million into $200 billion selling water filtration technology. Holy shit. Talk about turning your circumstances around. God. Goes from losing all of his money to having nothing to being a millionaire to being a billionaire in just a couple years time. Started right here more than 30 years ago, back when this casino was still called the Tempo. One big bet turned my fate around, but now fate's dealt his cruelest hand ever to everyone. I have to turn the lights out one final time, and the waters of my adopted home will at last run dry. Well, if a dream has to die, at least I can say goodbye.
According from Stanley Chen.
Yeah, so apparently Las Vegas was like the last bastion of hope before they all abandoned the planet. mean to play that.
An elevator. No one must have built this before the place flooded. Nice to work. Nice not to have to climb back up.
I like how the quest marker said climb up. I was the genius who decided to try the elevator. That's right, I'm calling myself a genius. Oh, I was gonna say, what the heck did this elevator lead to? There's nothing here.
Whatever she did, it must have powered up the whole.
Cutscene. Holy shit.
Oh, the show my old Gramps always wanted.
There's another.
That's kind of cool. Oh, that's really cool.
His dream realized. His old Gramps' legacy.
That mask looks like an eagle, but not at the same time.
Our hero beheld the sea of desert lights.
But my character's mask?
Wept at his good fortune.
When I saw the
It is pretty badass.
I never dreamed they could be like this. Thank you, Aloy. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. And now I have to move on.
Oh. Oh. Come back.
I'm gonna turn it into a New Vegas.
Big plans for this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Emperors back in the claim.
No. He's putting his shows on right here. Yeah.
This is the
Rebuilding Vegas, man.
Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus some food and a nice place to stay.
I've never been to Vegas. Do they have like holographic displays over the buildings?
Variety of entertainment.
This is the start of Fallout New Vegas, yeah.
Of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for
I would think the
certain.
technology would be there nowadays to be able to like project holograms like that into the sky.
I hope you make it happen.
I like the genie lamp one. That's cool looking.
This delve is a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
No idea. Never really had a desire to go there. I haven't either, honestly. That's actually where my ex went for her vacation that week that I had my kids.
Come back and check on them later. For now, I need to get Poseidon back to God. But I might want to find that Oseram camp first. See if Talana made it. And with my new diving mask, I can...
No, we're not diving anywhere. Hey, I did find another tall neck. I had to kill him and take him down and then like fix him. It was an interesting experience. Oh, if I fast travel to the base, I don't have to use a fast travel item? I didn't even know that. Holy shit. Where'd you take me? Oh. For some reason I was expecting it to just drop me off at the base, but I guess not. Oh, and I was talking earlier, Mr. Board Games, they actually announced on Twitter, they didn't say when, but Sony did announce that they're going to be releasing the PlayStation VR 2 headset to stores like Best Buy soon in the United States. So, as of right now, I don't feel like it's necessarily the most, you know, wise decision for me to be buying something that expensive currently in my current circumstance, but hopefully in the near future I'll be able to grab one. Everyone that you've talked to that's gone to Vegas said it's dirty and hot. Both of those don't make me want to go. Yeah, I hear you on that for sure. Might not be, the reviews seem very mixed on the PSVR 2. Yeah, that's what I've seen too. I'm kind of waiting for it to see if it has like any other big games coming out anytime soon, because I've kind of already played most of the games on it on the Quest 2 or the PC. The only exclusive games it has are Resident Evil Village and the Horizon game, otherwise, or Gran Turismo as well, I guess. But besides that, like, it's all ports of games that were already on PC VR for years. Well, that was a fun cutscene.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Covered
Okay.
Poseidon. How much
I'll be
talking
right
is
down.
there to do here? Because if it's too much, we might
Hey,
just
Gaia.
wait until tomorrow.
It's me.
Hello, Aloy. Did you wish to continue our discussion?
You. Yeah, we'll do it. Why not? Oh, we skipped all that before.
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's not what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know.
Yeah, for a
Someone
$700
helpful,
VR
I guess.
headset just to play 2 games, I
Yeah.
haven't played in VR before.
Less
It
pessimistic.
doesn't really add up.
It is true, she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may.
We might actually be closer to beating this game than I thought we were at the start of tonight's stream, because if it only took us 2 hours to get one of those subordinates, there's only 2 left. So it could only be a few more streams before we beat it.
So there's a few people here now, and they're
$350 a game sounds
all
reasonable.
about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen.
I know what I did with my Switch. I
Before
bought the
Apollo
Switch for
was
like $300 and then played 2 games on it and then sold it.
While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
That's the next big release that's coming out, right? Is Tears of the Kingdom comes out in like 2 weeks. I'm kind of tempted to rebuy a Switch just to play it, but probably not right away.
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the
It
man
looks
who
really
built the
good from what
dome
little I've
for the
seen.
city. Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith.
Like you can build cars and like
He loved
flying
Vegas so
vehicles
much,
and
why did he
helicopters and
abandon
stuff. It looks really neat.
Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths at their core have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what
Previews
changed?
that have come out though
Water
kind of make
to
me
the
concerned
wasteland,
about
an
the Switch's
entire
ability
city
to stay
brought back to life.
prominent
1,000
in the
years later,
future
the whole place was
because
still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up.
they said that game is made from the ground up for the Switch's hardware, and it still drops, like plummets frame rates down to like 10 frames per second when they're building stuff. And they said they only tested it docked. So they're like, that means that portable, it might actually go lower. And I was like, that's horrible. They should have made a new system for that game, because that's going to be pretty depressing.
When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they trade their
Embryogenesis? What the hell
ectogenic
is
chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth
I
kept
love how
rising.
this game is like Earth with civilization that's way beyond, like way behind, generations behind technological advancements, but it has more sci-fi phrases and stuff in it than any game I've played in like the last 10 years. Like cryogenesis, earthogenesis, oh, blah, blah, blah.
I'll be on my way.
I wish you
Like
safe
more Star Trek
travels.
than Star Trek. All right, safe travels. And that's where we're going to stop it for tonight. Thanks for stopping by, Mr. Board Games. I definitely appreciate it. And again, thanks for the 8-month renewal of the subscription. Appreciate it very much. I always like having someone stopping by to have conversations with while I'm playing. Tonight I wasn't really feeling that great. My throat's kind of messed up. So I wasn't really talking to myself much when I was playing earlier. So the VOD's probably going to be a lot of silence, honestly. But for now, hopefully you have a good night. And I will be back tomorrow night, Monday at 8 p.m. Central. We'll see if we can knock out another one of these subordinates, and then we'll only have one left. Who knows how quick we'll finally get this game done after playing it for like 3 months. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking this out later on YouTube if you do. And I will see you guys next time. See ya.